Rain lashed against the old schoolhouse windows. Thunder rattled the roof. Inside, three friends huddled around a flickering lantern. "Are you sure about this, Charlie?" whispered Jake. His voice trembled. Charlie, always the daredevil, grinned. "Don't be scared, it's just a game." Emily, clutching a tattered book, shivered. "But this place, it feels haunted?" Charlie chuckled. "That's the point, Em." The book lay open, revealing a crude drawing of a game board. Two pencils lay crossed in the centre. Charlie's finger traced the words yes and no scrawled on the paper. "Charlie, please," Emily pleaded. "Let's just go." Charlie ignored her. He leaned closer to the pencils. "Charlie, Charlie, are you there?" A gust of wind slammed against the windows. The lantern flickered, plunging them into darkness. The air grew heavy, ice cold. Then slowly one of the pencils twitched. It moved barely a hair's breadth towards yes. Jake gasped. Emily covered her mouth, stifling a scream. Charlie, his eyes wide, leaned in. Are you a spirit?" The pencil shuddered, then moved again. This time it pointed firmly at yes. Panic surged through Emily. "Charlie, stop it, let's go." Charlie, mesmerized, continued. Do you want to play with us?" The pencil spun wildly, a blur of motion. Then with a sharp crack, it snapped in half. The broken piece flew across the room, striking the lantern. Darkness. Total suffocating darkness. They scrambled for the door, their hands brushing against cold, damp walls. But the door, which had been unlocked moments before, was now bolted shut. "Help!" Emily screamed. Her voice echoed through the empty schoolhouse. Laughter, cold and hollow, echoed around them. It seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. Fear, raw and primal, gripped them. The air grew thick, filled with whispers and rustling sounds. "What was that?" Jake whimpered, clinging to Charlie. Charlie shook his head, his bravado gone. He couldn't see Jake, couldn't see anything in the pitch black, but he could feel icy fingers trailing across the back of his neck. The whispers grew louder, forming words. They spoke of a tragedy, of a child lost within the school's walls, a restless spirit seeking revenge. Emily cried out, recognizing the name whispered over and over. "Charlie! Charlie!" It was the name of the school's former janitor, a man who had vanished without a trace years ago. Suddenly the whispers ceased. The air cleared and the faint moonlight filtered through the dusty windows. The door creaked open. They stumbled out, blinking in the sudden light. The storm had vanished as quickly as it had arrived. But the terror remained, etched deep within their hearts. Life returned to a semblance of normalcy, but things were different. They couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes following their every move. Emily was plagued by nightmares, the whispers and laughter echoing in her dreams. Jake refused to be alone in the dark, his fear a living thing. And Charlie? He never spoke of that night again. His laughter was gone, replaced by a haunted look in his eyes. He knew, deep down, that they hadn't just played a game. They had opened a door, a portal to somewhere dark and cold, and something had followed them home.